What is going on, guys? Today we are in the office. I'm actually in my little conference room for a Q&A video. So first of all, I just want to say, wow, after a week of Vlogmas, it was a lot more work than I ever thought it would be. Having to shoot in the morning, edit in the afternoon, and upload at night is a lot more difficult than I ever thought it would be, but you guys are loving the content. The views so far this week have been unbelievable and way more than I ever imagined. I think by the time this video even goes up, we might be at the 5,000 subscriber mark, which is fantastic. So we're still doing a giveaway at 5K. Now, because we've hit it, we are definitely doing the giveaway. And companies have reached out to me to team up, so we may even have something to sweeten the deal for you guys. I can't wait. Like I said, and I keep saying, more details on that are coming soon, very soon. Please be patient, but also keep tuning in for all the details. I promise you it's gonna be sweet. But like I said, today we're taking a break and shifting things a little bit. We're gonna be doing a Q&A. Now, if you aren't subscribed to me on Instagram already, please do so, because next Saturday we're also doing another Q&A session. On the Sundays of the weekends, we're going to be doing a live stream. So before I go to my gig on Saturdays, I'll shoot the Q&A session and I'll edit it and upload it Sunday afternoon or so. We should be going live with a live stream with the normal videos continuing during the week. So if, like I said, if you're not subscribed to me on Instagram, my tag can be found here and here. And as always, you can shoot me an email, djwoopig@gmail.com. But do not call me. Let's just jump right into the questions. The first question from Gonzo Journey on Instagram is, what is the best way to get rid of a hum on a powered PA system? If you've got a hum on a powered PA rig, you need to make sure that all of your sources are plugged into the same power source. Sometimes you create a ground loop by plugging things in different locations. I would first make sure that you're getting the hum if everything's plugged into the same source. If it's still there after that, I would try switching your audio cable. If they're both getting a hum, it may sound like you have some dirty power and you might try plugging in elsewhere. I would never use something like a ground lift or a ground tap because essentially you're kind of losing your coverage there. Grounds are there for a reason. I would highly, highly, highly disapprove of snapping off a ground pin or using a ground lift because you run the chance of burning your stuff up. KG Productions asks, what company is your Rode cases? I actually have a couple of different case manufacturers that I use. I am a dealer for a company called Elite Core. Elite Core Audio is based out of Conway, Arkansas, which is about 30 minutes up the road from me. A lot of my cases come from there simply because I don't have to pay for shipping to go get them. I just go get in the truck and drive over there and pick them up same day. Now, I do have accounts with people like ProX. You can order from ProX. If you're going to order a ProX case, why don't you just go ahead and go to agiprodj.com. You can save 15 to 20%. Ask for Kevin. He'll give you all the details, but that's where I get the bulk of my cases, either through Elite Core or ProX, one of the two. DJ Rock Building, what is a site survey? A site survey is pretty much going to your location of your event prior to the gig actually starting. So I like to do site surveys if I've never been to a place. I just kind of know what I'm getting myself into, especially if it's somewhere that's in a reason of driving. If it's within an hour or so, I'd like to go there simply just to scope out the place, make sure the load-in is going to be simple. I try to do a site survey before I give out a quote because, again, you never know what you're getting yourself into. If I'm walking into a place that doesn't have a service elevator and it's up 2 flights of stairs, you bet your ass I'm charging more because simply for convenience. You need to be paid for your time and you need to be paid for your labor. So a site survey is simply going to an event location prior to the event. Serotonin DJs, can I call you? Don't play. Don't play. Seriously, as 2019 approaches, what are my goals and plans for Crown Entertainment? Right now, I'm getting older and it's time for me to start a family. Me and my wife both want to have kids, so 2019 just might be the year for that. As 2019 approaches, I've been adding people onto my staff, trying to relieve my weekends a little bit more just so I can spend a little bit more time at home. The goal has never been to be out every single weekend of the year. The plan is to grow the business, equip some guys to go out, do the jobs, and then I kind of sit at the house. I'm still working during the week. We're averaging 4 to 5 events per weekend, so as you can imagine, there's a lot of paperwork during the week that needs to be done. We are doing a lot of install jobs that are keeping us busy during the winter time, and then when spring, summer, and fall gets here, we are full fair festival mode. As you saw a couple days ago, I previewed my large format PA. Our plan is to get that thing out there and working. Me personally, I plan on shifting my focus towards the production side, but still keeping the wedding and private event side of it open. I plan on hiring someone as a manager to oversee the weddings while I focus on the large scale events and the installations. Good question. DJ Impose, how do you feel about putting the subwoofer behind the facade under the table? If you got the room, there's no problem with it. How do you get custom monograms made for moving heads or the icon profile? There's several different companies that you can go through. I go through a company called NLFX Pro. They've got a gobo generator where you can go in and print off some really cool monograms for your clients. There's also places like Roscoe you can go on and get custom gobos. If your moving heads have removable gobos, this is a great option to refresh your moving heads if you've got some looks that may be getting a little old. Now, you still have to take this into account. If you think a gobo is kind of cheesy, it might be because you've seen it 30 times in a row at a gig. Your clients have never seen this before, so this might be something new to them, but old to you. So keep that in mind when shopping. Just because it looks old to you, again, a lot of these clients have never seen stuff like this before. How many songs are in your playlist? I'm betting he's wondering how many are in my hard drive. I've been doing this right at 10 years now, and I've got a library. I bet it's probably close to 200,000 songs. I want to say that's probably accurate. I'm subscribed to a record pool, which was another question. Where do I get my music from? I'm subscribed to a record pool called Promo Only. I've got like the gold or platinum package, so every month I'm getting probably 600 to 700 new songs per month, and just do the years. 10 times 700 times 12 is a long time. So that's a lot of content that I have in my hard drive. Do I use all of this? Heck no. In the core playlist that I have built into my crates on Serato, I've of course got the Mobile Beat Top 200, and then I just build a big crate that has all of my events in there, and a lot of times I'll supplement that event crate with my Mobile Beat Top 200 crate, and I can do just about any gig out there. What made me want to do what I do? I started DJing in college. After I left college, I kept getting calls for friends that wanted a DJ for their wedding, and it just kind of fit right in. I've been a musician since I was 5 or 6. I've played drums for the past 20 years or so. Being a drummer and being really instrumental, it just kind of formed its way into this DJ thing with beat matching and juggling and scratching and kind of curating your own music. That's how I got into it, and that's really what's kept my love for it. I think doing it every weekend has kind of made me a little bit jaded towards the whole private event industry thing, which is why I'm looking to move my talent somewhere else. But make no mistake, I still have a good time just about every time I go out and DJ. How do you balance your work/home life? That's one thing that I am really still trying to work on, especially with having this new office space. I really enjoy being here, so it's hard for me to pull myself away at the end of the day. Me and my wife have established the hours here. I'm here every day from 9 to 5. Generally, it's about 7 or so to 5 because she goes to work at 5:30, and I wake up with her every day at 5 o'clock. So I try to get here as early as possible. I really enjoy being here. I've got everything that I need here. I'm also a car guy, so I've got tools here. If I want to tinker around on my project car, I've got my drum set here so I can play drums. And of course, this is where I do business. Whenever I have downtime, I have time to practice or go in there and play with lights. It doesn't matter. All of my time for the most part, is spent here. That's really kind of the problem with it. It's so enjoyable that I want to stay here where she wants me home. It's something that I'm still working on. I'm not perfect, but I am getting a lot better. If you can ask my wife, she would probably agree with you. I just say it's something that you really got to work on. It's tough. Any small business owner probably has the same problem. I'm no different, but the thing is, when you enjoy what you do, it's not really work. So, you know, I don't mind spending a lot of time up here, because to me, it's not work. It's just hanging out and doing my job, I guess. Let's see here. Do you think the battery-powered uplights are better for doing uplights versus lights you have to plug into an outlet? So, battery-powered versus AC-powered, you know, it's kind of a give and take. I would say both have their pros and cons. Of course, with an AC-powered light, you don't have to plug it in, or you don't have to worry about charging it. That's one thing that I sometimes struggle to remember to do until early that morning. I've even woken up in the middle of the night, dang, I didn't plug my uplights in. So let's go to the shop, plug the uplights in, that way they're ready to rock and roll. But there's a lot of venues, especially here in Arkansas, where a lot of the venues are barns and you don't have the best power, or you don't have a whole lot of power, where battery powered fixtures kind of shine. I would say it's a give and take, and I would highly suggest having several of both in your inventory. Can't go wrong with that. Is it hard to learn DMX? No, it's not hard to learn DMX. You just got to spend time learning it. It's just like DJing. DJing is not hard. You just got to practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you're trying to get better at something, you need to, if it's DMX, you need to be setting up some lights inside your house and going through whatever program, hardware controller, whatever you have to make sure you're improving your craft. Which is better, Show Express or My DMX 3.0? I would say they're both great. I use Show Express. I used to use My DMX, but I felt like I kind of outgrew it. It depends on where you are in your, your lighting, I guess, career. Both are entry-level programs. When you start talking about things such as MA or Hog or Jans or whatever, Show Express and American DJ are both beginner programs, so you can download them for free, which is the great thing. So if you want to explore your options, go for it, and then whichever hardware or software you feel is most compatible with you, that's when you make the purchase and buy the dongle. Alright, I feel like that's probably enough questions for today. I'm going to leave it there. If I didn't get to your question, it doesn't matter. There's always a chance next week, so be sure to follow me on Instagram at djwoopig. I will make the announcement when we're doing the Q&A, and that's when you can send me your questions. While you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because we've got new, fresh content every day from now until Christmas. I am sticking with it, even though it's really, really hard. It's been enjoyable, and the track that we're on right now, I think we might be at 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers by Christmas, which really excites me for the year 2019. When you hit the subscribe button, be sure to ring the notification bell. That way you know every time something new is posted, and then you can fight to get to the first comment. That's pretty much it. If you got a question, send me an email, djwoopig@gmail.com. I will see you tomorrow. Later.
What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.